Hi. Okay, we survived. We survived the 3 most challenging weeks astrologically. That does not mean that just because those were the 3 hardest that we don't have things coming up. It just means like, hey, there was a lot of shift, a lot of change in the past few weeks. And like for some of us, the change was so intense that it was literally burned down to the ground so that it can be reborn, regrown. Kind of like the theory of the story of the phoenix, like rising up from the ashes. Anytime we're in major, major change like that, it's not comfortable. That being said, the thing that I wanted to talk about this week is kind of the hangover effect of things like that. A lot of times we talk about the shift and new things and this and that, but we don't always talk about, hey, what does that feel like? What does it feel like when we've been through a lot? It's like an energy hangover. That's completely how I kind of see it. And I think it's really important to just give voice to it and just say, hey, there was a lot that went on the past few weeks, and there's an impact on our bodies. And kind of to give ourselves grace. I know I was talking last week about giving ourselves grace. So I'm going to say continue giving ourselves grace. That being said, things that I was noticing a lot in teaching, which is why I like to make these videos, like when I start to notice things that I share in class, I'm like, well, maybe some other people might want to know about this. So there is a lot of energy being thrown. So if you're a person that's probably watching this video, most likely you have empathic tendencies or empath. And empathic people, like we take on other people's feelings and emotions and as our own, and a lot of times aren't even aware that we're doing it. So I've been saying like calling it if you're feeling a certain way. So a certain way can be anything like on an anxious high, really sad, like just feeling a certain way that's off. I would say off from what your status quo might be. I don't like to say the word normal. So like what your like state of like is it equilibrium? Normal state? Maybe I have to say normal. Oh, whatever. Okay. You know what I'm talking about. Kind of like even how you are. Anything that's feeling a certain way off of that, there's potential that it might not be yours. So there's a couple tools that I'm going to give you that you can try out this week if you're noticing that. So if you're feeling a little off, a really good way to clear energy is shaking. So I'm going to move this back a little bit so you can kind of see. And you just shake, like shake your hands all around your space, your body. You know, start from your head, work your all the way down to the feet. It doesn't need to be long. It can be like 30 seconds, 20 seconds, just starting to move. Another tool that works really, really well is to remind you who you are. And it is simple as saying, I am, and then your name. So I would say, I am Angela. I am Angela. I am Angela, like 3 times. And that's like a reminder of like, wait, come back to my own self. So those are a couple tools that I just wanted to share to try out for this week. And hang in there. Let's see what happens. All right. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.